What's up, netizens? You're watching DarkStar. My name's Anthony. I'm joined by Federation here. Joey, what's up, dude?
What's up?
Today we're going to be watching Volume 6's RWBY OSTs. This is the first one we're going to be watching these, but we're recording them all at once. They're going to be coming out weekly like they used to. We're recording them all at once, so we're actually going to... You can basically take the grades that we do from this, kind of separate them from the first 5 volumes, where we gave grades for all the soundtrack, for the songs on the soundtrack. I would say these grades are basically going to kind of be separated from those because we don't remember those grades well enough to really base our thoughts on these songs off of those and be like, oh, did I think it was better than this song? So like, you're not going to be able to look at that and be like, oh, they gave it a 7 in Volume 6 and they gave this song a 6.5 in Volume 3, so they think the Volume 7 song is better. That's not necessarily certain because we're kind of it's kind of a reset in terms of like doing whatever, and I'm not going to make Joey go back and listen to every single song and re-fucking grade.
You
so
will not get a 10 from me, so you'll get 10 from this guy.
So, but anyway, the point being, we're listening to all at once, and this is all captured, like I said, in the Volume 6 soundtrack scoring. So the nice thing about this is you're going to listen to our discussions post-song in each one. This is the only discussion that's going to be a long one, by the way. All the rest of these are going to be like, all right, we're going to listen to this song, and we're going to go in. We're listening to Rising in this episode, by the way, which you obviously know if you saw the title. But anyway, basically, every song we're going to have our discussion, post-discussion or whatever, and we'll come up with a score. But it's possible that by the last video, we'll have changed the score for each individual song. So at the end of every single one of these videos, at the very end of all the songs when we listen to them, I'm going to go back and I'm going to basically be like, I'm basically going to give like a little like outro type thing for each one of these. And we're going to be like, what did we give for Rising? And these are going to be the scores. So you're going to have to stay tuned until the actual end of the discussion, or skip to the end of the discussion if you want to do that, to get what we ended up giving the actual score for that song. Because, with each passing song, our views might change on the previous songs or whatever.
Basically what Tony's saying, to make a long story short, we're doing the long con on you guys.
Yeah. We're going to give them all 1s in discussion, and then they're all going to be 10s at the end of the videos. Then we'll get the angry comments. Be like, did you see the end of the video? We gave it a fucking 10. Like, what are you talking about? No. But, yeah, I mean, other than that, it's been a long time since we listened to RWBY songs, so they're going to be a little bit fresh, too. I do think, actually, as we went along, the RWBY soundtrack, I think the style is, like, very obvious. Like, if you heard a RWBY song, you'd be like, that sounds like a fucking RWBY song. Like, even Joey, maybe. Honestly, I'm not sure. But if I played him like Casey Williams fucking singing a RWBY song, I think most of the time, unless it was like a trick and it was like Casey Williams on a fucking Genlock song or something like that. But if I just played him a fucking RWBY song or whatever, like, that sounds like fucking RWBY music. There's not really a lot of music that sounds like RWBY music, honestly. So I think because of that, it's a very like specific kind of music that listening to it over and over and over again, some of the songs start kind of blending together and becoming a little bit more boring. But because it's been such a long break, hopefully we're kind of refreshed from our RWBY OST listening travels, and we'll kind of come into this one with a little bit of a fresh take, like I said. So yeah, sorry about the long introduction on this one, but I had to explain everything that was going on, and the scores, etc., etc. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and listen to Rising.
Holy shit, this sounds like a RWBY song.
That's facts. It does indeed sound like a RWBY song. This is the intro, I'm pretty sure.
They just cut out the bad parts and use the good parts for the intro, though, right?
Kinda. I don't think it opened like this.
Yeah, I don't remember this part.
I really like the intro. Maybe it did. It starts with like images of just them, and then it turns into like Alright, I'll turn this up a little bit. Fans get really mad when we talk over this.
I see the comments. Perfect. Too low. Either the video or us.
I don't feel like this is the intro song. Yeah, it is. It is. I feel like they used the next verse then. They definitely that part, that whole fucking like intro part up until like now was not like the main thing, but this is the intro song for sure. I remember that fucking part.
Oh, it's for season 6 though. Okay.
Oh my god, that makes holy shit, dude. I
don't have a clue what that shit was.
I was like, okay, so actually that probably was the whole beginning of the intro song, dude. We were both thinking of Volume 7, by the way. I was like, Volume 7 is my favorite intro, and I fucking don't remember this at all.
This thing sucks.
I don't think it sucks, but it's not as good as the Volume 7 intro, that's for fucking sure. Let me bring up something.
It's not,
Somebody's.
Say it is. Okay, dope.
Yeah, that sounded good.
Damn, it almost got a 2. That bumped it up a little bit.
Pulling up the lyrics. Always love it when they do that.
Like fucking Joey's over here yawning during this song. Sorry, I have a fucking medical condition.
Yeah, this is definitely not my preferred intro, but I do think the song was okay. Trying to read the lyrics right now too. What do you think about the actual music itself?
It was alright. It started off like shit, and it got mediocre. And it had one really good section for like 20 seconds.
Yeah,
Like
I do think that is it's an interesting thing with RWBY songs because, like, I feel like a lot of them start off slow so that they can build into like really good peaks, and it kind of like you go back to the beginning of the song, it's like damn
like the volume start off slow for 12 episodes and have one good one at the end. Holy shit! You might have to cut that out. You get hate for that one.
I don't even get what you're saying.
I was saying like the seasons being fucking slow and only like get you happening at the very
Oh, the volumes. Got it.
Yeah,
got
the actual volume.
I thought you were talking about like the level of like how loud this shit was. Okay. Anyway, I don't disagree. I don't agree with that though. I think the volumes start out fucking strong and then they get fucking worse as they go along.
They might. I don't remember exactly.
Beginning of Volume 6 is when they showed the whole fucking Ozpin and Salem backstory.
Oh yeah, that was dope. Sorry.
And then the beginning of this past volume is fucking Watts setting everything up. Everything goes to shit. They fucking attack. They frame Penny for all that shit. That shit was all crazy.
You're right. You're right.
But anyway, the songs kind of like build up to a peak. So you go back to the beginning of them, and then you're just like, damn, okay. So the song like built up like big time. But at the same time, it's kind of a weakness because every single time you put on a RWBY song, it's just like, damn, I gotta wait 30 or 40 seconds before this thing gets good. So I do think it's kind of like, it's a weird mix of like a strength and a weakness. I think it's just, it's good for some songs, But for some songs, it feels like it's just a little bit too prevalent in RWBY music. It'd be nice if there were just a few fucking bangers just straight out the gate. So you never, so you could at least switch it up. Like you go from one slow song to just like a really fast paced song out the gate, which there are some. It's just they're like more few and far between. So I can't just turn on the RWBY soundtrack. Like I can't go into Spotify, turn on the RWBY soundtrack, and click random because I could get like 10 slow songs straight in a row without ever hitting one of the fast paced ones and just be like starting out fast paced, not like the whole thing. Because it's got fast paced towards the end, like, or more upbeat or whatever, but it started off like kind of slow. Yeah. But anyway, this, I'm looking at the lyrics. It's very, very similar to the lyrics that have been the intro lyrics for a very long time. Very stay together. It's basically almost always about Team RWBY and like surviving and staying together and going through their journey and stuff like that, with different kind of symbolisms and etc. etc. There's not really. There might be a little bit of symbolism in here that I'm missing, that like fans theorize and stuff like that about, but to me it looks very much like all of the other intro songs since like maybe forever. I don't know. They're basically all about like Team RWBY fighting together and going through their journey or whatever, as opposed to anything extremely specific. Like I feel like you could switch out the lyrics for this in Volume 5 and Volume 7 and nobody would have been like, oh, this, what are they talking about? This should be for Volume 6. Like these lyrics don't apply here. Like that I don't think that would be a thing. So yeah. That's basically all I got to say about that. Music wise, I thought it was okay. I didn't think it was great. Like I said, it's not the best volume opener in my opinion, but I think starting off with like a 6.5, I think it was a little underwhelming. Normally I would just start with a 7 and kind of be like, okay, this is my baseline and we'll see if I change it as we go along. But I think it was a little bit underwhelming to the point where I'm going to give it a 6.5. Basically say, let's see where I go from there.
Yeah. I'm going to give my score in a second, but I feel like implement something new with the whiteboards. You can like hold the score, like bam.
Do you have a whiteboard?
No, but I'm giving it a 4.
You're going to go ahead and give it a 4?
Yeah.
Okay.
Stick to my fucking tough scoring, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah. New volume, same Joey. All right. So 6.5 and 4, but like I said, stick around for another 5 seconds, 10 seconds. And you'll get to see what we ended up giving it at the end of the volume. So that's going to do it for this one. Hope you guys enjoyed. Till next time, stay bright. Catch you on the dark side. Rising. Jack gave a score of 6.5. Joey gave a score of 4. I'm actually going to amend that. I'm going to give Rising a score of 6. Joey's going to give it a score of 4 for an average of 5.